class. Well, in this video I will explain the types of paragraphs that we have to use in the English language. These are the most common used paragraphs that we can use at the time that we write some texts. There are some more, but these are the most common. So I will explain you the descriptive paragraph, the narrative paragraph, the expository paragraph, and the persuasive paragraph. This is a brief explanation of each type of paragraph that I just already mentioned it. The descriptive paragraph describes something and shows the reader what a thing or a person is like. The description words appeal to the five senses of touch, smell, sight, sound, and taste. Descriptive paragraphs may be artistic, passing by the grammatical norms. So when we're going to want to describe something, and we need to remember that in a description we give characteristics that can be perceived by our senses, like touching or smelling or seeing, or how it sounds, how it tastes, we are in front of a descriptive paragraph. Then we got the narrative paragraph. This kind of paragraph tells a story. There is a clear sequence of action, beginning, middle, and end. Probably you won't find out the sequence of action complete with the beginning, middle, and end in one single paragraph, but that paragraph will intend to be part of something else, a bigger test. So maybe with complementary paragraphs, with another paragraph that you can add to the first one, you can have the whole narrative sequence complete. But if it is just a part of it, the narrative paragraphs must shows probably the beginning, the middle, or the end if it is not complete, but it has a sequence of actions. Then we got the expository paragraph. It explains something or provides instruction. It could also describe a process and move the reader step by step through a method, and it requires a research process or expertise on the topic. So in this kind of paragraph, you're gonna expose something and explain it, giving information about how to do something. And in the fourth step, we got in this description of types of paragraphs, we got the persuasive paragraph. It tries to get the reader to accept or share a point of view or understand the writer's position. It is useful to build an argument and often requires research. So in this persuasive paragraph, the writer tries to convince someone else, in this case the reader, about a point of view or something that he is trying to explain. Now, we're going to see one example of each type of paragraph that I have already described. First of all, the descriptive paragraph. The lights become brighter as the earth moves away from the sun, and now the band is playing blue piece of music, and the chorus of voices pitches a key higher. Joy is easier minute by minute, spilled with talent, type out at a lovely word. So here we got a description. Okay, we are using adjectives. For example, in this part, become brighter. It's talking about the lights. For example, it gives that how or where the earth is moving. Well, it moves away. And then we have what the band is playing. Well, a blue piece of music. Okay, what is playing? And the chorus pitches a key higher. A key higher, well, pitches a key higher, goes to the voices of the chorus. So it's given a description of what is talking about in the paragraph. That's the reason we are in front of a descriptive paragraph. Now, the second example, a narrative paragraph. It's been almost 15 years since I first ran for a political charge. I was 39 at the time, 17 years out of a business school, married 12 years ago, and generally impatient with life. A seat in the Atlanta legislature had been opened up, and several friends suggest that I run. thinking that my work as a civil rights fighter and all the context from my days as a community organizer would make me a good candidate. So narrative is given points in time. So 15 years when he ran for a political charge. I was 39 at the time. It gives you a point in the lifetime. 17 years out of the business school. Again, is giving you time. Married 12 years ago. So it gives again another point in time. So as we can see, this narrative paragraph is giving points in a lifetime that gives you the narrative of a whole story. Now, the next example. We got expository paragraph. All toilet flush tanks work about the same. When it is flushed, the line handle lifts the tank cover, opening the outlet and letting water flow into the toilet. When the tank is nearly empty, the ball falls back in place and covers it. So the expository paragraph, as we said, it gives you an explanation of something, how is something need to be done step by step, or give you the instructions to solve a problem. So this is expository paragraph is exposing what happens or how does a toilet flush tank work. It gives you the first step, okay. When it is flushed is the first step. Okay, they lift the candle, lift and the cover, opening the outlet and letting water flow. This is the second step, or is the consequence of the first one. When the tank is nearly empty, the ball falls back in place and cover it. This is the third step that goes right after the second. So it's giving you a list of steps of what or how something is working, and this is an example of an expository paragraph. And our last example, it's about the persuasive paragraph. Okay, and I will read it. Immigration contributes to American economy, like it or not. Despite recent concerns related to the costs created by illegal and some legal immigration to the United States, this country has largely benefited from the skills, talents, and ambition that immigrants bring with them. So the United States must continue to welcome new legal arrivals and help those who are already here. Otherwise, the country will lose the advantages it has over other industrialized countries, and so on. So persuasive. The writer is given in this part of the paragraph is given the support of why something is important. In this specific case, what is important for this author is to protect the immigration. So here in this, the first part gives you the reasons why is important, and in the second part, that is the rest of the paragraph. Okay, this is the first part, and the second part it gives you the sentence or the thesis that persuades others to convince them about the importance of this point of view. So it tries to convince, it tries to share a point of view, it tries to persuade the other person, in this case the reader. So here we have an example of a persuasive paragraph. So this is the explanation of the types of paragraph. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.